an intro.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Super Desperation Radio! Go! Hey, what's up, guys? We are back, and holy crap, Walkman is in stereo.
Oh, I am.
I just realized that. My bad. I'll fix that in a second.
Watch the intro.
I did not.
What's up, guys?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another
You know what?
exciting
Screw it.
edition.
I'm leaving it like that.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Super Desperation Radio. Tonight we are joined by two Walkmans, as you can see. One Walkman is a soup for FX. The other is the Lord Walkman. We don't have Sanchez with us tonight, but we have famous Evo Top 8 commentator for the King of Fighters 13 and possibly 14 this year. We don't know yet. Metaphysics, say hi to everybody.
Oh, dude, that's your intro and Chris.
How would I do that?
Oh, you said famous. I'm like, are we talking about Chris here?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
A little bit of an introduction. A lot of people, they do know this, but they don't know that it's actually you. But they know that a Metaphysics commentated KOF 13 top 8 with me twice in 2012 and 2013. And that was you.
That was me.
That was me. This is my Evo partner in crime.
And he's not on webcam. I'm disappointed in him.
And you actually, I just realized it, but all of the Evo KOF 13 commentators are now on the same show. It is a monopoly. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we bought Boardwalk and Park Place?
Bought them both for half the price.
Wait, you sure all the Evo commentators are on there? I heard bad things about the guys who did 2014.
We talking about 2014 never happened. It was banned.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot.
I was banned. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
They canceled the tournament.
Ludicrous.
The nice thing about that is that the only place I have to go is up at this point. And by that I mean up my own ass. I'm the best.
I feel like that should be a topic for later on, like commentators that think they're the shit but are actually dookie.
Oh, we could do that.
Is that what you're trying to say?
That's fucking mean. That's fucking mean.
We're trying to say.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
Here
that.
we
I'm
go.
not saying anything. No, I'm not saying anything.
So, we have some topics tonight. We couldn't really figure out a lot of topics, but one topic that we all know is that something I slept through is that the Royal Rumble was trash.
Randy Orton?
Yeah.
Really?
If only he was Randy Morton, because you're so salty, bro.
All right, now we're switching from this topic.
Yeah, we're done. I killed it. Let's move on.
God, I want to.
So, anything else happened this past weekend outside of what we have here? It's like little bits and tidbits and things.
Pro Bowl occurred, and I didn't watch it because nobody watches the
No
Pro
one gives
Bowl.
a shit about the Pro Bowl.
It's like somebody was actually talking about the Pro Bowl at a bar I was at earlier this week, and they were just like, they were tripping like really hard off the existence of the Pro Bowl, where it's just like it's just a game for people who are not good enough to keep playing. That's gotta suck, you know? Like, hey, you lost the most important game of your life, but here's a meaningless one that you have to play in.
Is there some type of money incentive for that? If you make the Pro Bowl, you get paid more?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Your stats
you're
go
working, so it has to be.
Oh, that's
You figure that they have perks like that. Hey, you run 800 yards this season. We're gonna give you this shit. Oh, what? Yeah, I'm gonna run 800, and then they run 799, and they get docked. I don't know. I mean, all sports contracts have that, like performance clauses. Which is why I'm really interested in seeing some of these fighting game performance contracts. I would love to see it. Obviously, like right now, we have no way of seeing it, but I would love to.
Now,
we'll find out 5 years later.
See, perfect. I'm looking in chat right now. Someone I wanted to bring on this is
Yeah.
said he wants to. Come on, this is perfect. See, everything is working the way I want it to.
Wait a
Whether
minute,
people
wait a
realize it or not, everything goes my way.
Yeah. Are we gonna have another illustrious King of Fighters 13 commentator on stream?
Oh, that's right. That's true.
Mhm.
This dude's got the list. He's
The list. Did we make the list? I don't know.
Bring him in right now. If he wants, he can stay on the whole show. I really don't care. He's
yeah, same here.
I do not has him on Discords.
I'll have
Anthony's
to.
bringing him.
I'll send him a link. I'll give him a little linkaroo.
Malinka. Yeah. Okay.
Linkarino.
Hey, play
Okay. All right. You know what? All right.
We're done with that. No more puns.
All right, so
Yeah, but there was Evo.
we had Evo announced last week,
Mm-hmm.
and if you guys remember, we all made our predictions for what games would be announced the following day.
Oh yeah, we did.
Some of us were close, but
Yeah.
one guy, oof, this guy, shit, he got it all. Before I get into that, we have our illustrious. He's also an Evo commentator, mind you. He didn't do top 8. Okay, he's not he's not up here with the rest of us. But
He's not just out there.
Yeah, I'm nowhere close.
hey, Chris, did you botch my camera?
I didn't do anything, and you're looking. I don't know how it moved, but you're like one notch up for some reason. So I'm gonna move it
Anyway,
back down.
everybody, I'd like to welcome Black Rose to the stream. Black Rose.
Oh,
Hello,
that's good.
everybody.
Oh, you're doing all right, man. How are you doing? You had a busy weekend.
Yes, quite. Actually, I'm in the middle of uploading the KOF 14 top 8.
Woo.
as
Cool.
of right now.
We'll get to that when we get to that. But I think for
Yeah.
now we should continue.
So,
Indeed.
I'm gonna have some questions for you that you're gonna like, or maybe not like. I don't know, but it's cool.
So let's go back to this Evo lineup because I haven't felt myself
Evo
enough
lineup
on it.
thing. Now, yeah. See, so I said, I have the notepad open right here. So we all made guesses, okay? Like some of us were like 1 or 2 games off. Most of us were 2 games off. Hell Pockets made 1 Pockets pick. He said Blaze Blue. That was his money ball. He got it. So Pockets pick still good, still in effect.
Mm-hmm.
Sanchez said his curveball was Skullgirls. Okay, that was his thing. My curveball was Marvel. Paul's was Pokken. And Walkman curveball was 9 games. Okay, so now, mind you, he got the 9 games right. Okay, so he has 9 games. So he's Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, Injustice 2, Smash 4, Smash Melee, KOF 14, Revelator 2, Blaze Blue, I don't know, Computer Fiction, and those games all got announced. All right, so those are 8 games that got announced, and then his 9th game was Marvel. So he's batting 1,000 right now. Okay?
This is not common.
And this is some shit. Like, he predicted the Evo lineup. Does he get anything? Wizard,
Are you gonna give him
Cannon,
something?
Seth, Mark? I mean, we gotta give him a stick or something. Give him.
Well, here's the thing. All right, so if he had participated in the Arcade Shock Evo prediction drawing, he might have won something. But then again, he might not have because he was an employee at one point, and employees were not allowed to win.
He
The
was not
employees
an
were only
employee.
informed of this
No.
after they won.
He was not an employee. He was contracted. That's not an employee. Okay.
This is true. This is true, and I agree with you on that. But red tape.
Thanks, Die 1,000 deaths for the 50 bits.
Oh,
But yeah,
bits?
but okay,
Yeah,
so
we got bits.
I guess the 9 games, that was the thing I'm most proud of. But along with that, the 9th game I chose was Marvel 3. So that game's not in just yet. But currently
It's pretty good.
it is the front runner out there right now. We
Mhm.
are doing pretty well. I mean, I might be absolutely the most Yomi Serling 2 person on the planet.
See, now I'm just hoping Pop dunks on you.
I'm rebalancing Serling. Aren't you happy? This is a good Serling.
I
So-
don't have the link on me for this, so I can't really see where everything is.
Oh, I
And-
do. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I should
Put
rub
it
your
in
belly
chat.
for good luck.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a treasure troll now? Is that what it says? Okay, so
If you hug me,
currently-
you'll get out of pools at Evo.
So, for those who don't know, the 9 games that were put up for vote were Pokken, Marvel 3, Nidhogg, Killer Instinct, Windjammers, ARMS, Mortal Kombat XL, ST, and Skullgirls. So right now, what is this? Marvel 3 is at about 15,500. Pokken's at 12,700. And
Yeah.
nothing else is above 10,000. The next closest is KI with 5Gs. Nidhogg has no chance unless people donate. That's at $55. Skullgirls is at 672. MKXL 135. ST. People are surprised by this. It only has 588. It seems like old people from ST would just be bundling their 401ks into it. And ARMS is at 1320. Now, Windjammers is a huge curveball. I'm sorry, Windjammers is a huge curving disc, right? So no one expected Windjammers for plenty of years. And now it's at 1388. Does it have a chance? No. But the fact that it's a consideration is something people should think about. Because Nidhogg, not a fighting game. Windjammers, not a fighting game. ARMS, not a fighting game. And that's about it. And Mortal Kombat XL, the community, the NRS community is like, nah, we got Injustice 2, we good.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy. Like, they totally just went the whole, well, we're going to play the new game. Forget the old game, which isn't even that old at this point. It's like XL's been out for like, what, 1-2 years at most?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Is the stream dying for anyone else? Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad, guys. I'm going to be fixing that in a second.
But not only does it have no chance, it doesn't seem like anybody's really trying, too, which is just, it's got 7 donors for 135 bits.
Yeah.
But,
Maybe everybody tried to do the whole last day thing.
Yeah, who knows? They're trying to lowball it, and then just jump on in.
Everybody likes that story of the miraculous comeback. Oh shit, they dropped 10 G's on the last day.
I get that, but at the same time, if you think about it, in this kind of case, it just feels a little scummy if people are holding out till the last day just because this is for charity. Be like, oh, I don't want to have to pay more money. I don't want to inspire people to donate more to charity. I want to play a video game. That's cool. I mean, I get that. But, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. It's all going to go to charity anyway, so.
Yeah, every penny from what they said is going to charity. I honestly forgot what charity it's going to. I'm just checking right now.
Make-A-Wish International.
Oh, John Cena International. Okay.
Yeah. Cena's going to be at EVO. He's going to be there to help, be on the house mic for the first Sunday game.
Mm.
Yeah, that's another thing. If you didn't hear, this game is going to be 8 a.m. on Sunday at the Mandalay Bay, so it's a Sunday slot. And on top of that, while all the money goes to charity, there's also got a guaranteed $10,000 prize pot, and every other entrant all of it is going into the entire thing. So, I mean, even if the tournament only gets so, on my argument for that is that people should put in Windjammers because I feel like everybody has a fair shot at winning that game, or even something like ARMS. It's like, hey, this game isn't even out yet. Just go for it. If you want a chance at that $10,000 prize pot, you pick the curveball, pick the curve flying power disc.
Mm-hmm. So voting ends next Tuesday, I believe. I want to say next Tuesday midnight, or next Tuesday 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. I'm not 100% sure, or does it say here when does it end? Ends in 6 days. That's all it says. So probably ends Monday or Sunday. I don't know. So we'll see what game gets in. It's most likely going to be Marvel, unless you do have some last-minute funneling of money into one game. But either way, hopefully the community shows for whatever game gets in. And I mean, I'm sure the Marvel community will show, ST community will show, Skullgirls will show if they're all not tired out from Combo Breaker. KI, I'm not sure they got the KI Cup. Pokken, I know I'm gonna sit here, not lie. I know nothing about Pokken. So, there's that, and I know nothing about Nidhogg. ARMS display. I don't like ARMS. And Mortal Kombat, so they got their thing. They don't want to give Sonic Fox more money.
The thing I was wondering about, though, is I wonder how they chose the games that would go up for voting, because normally when they do something like this, they always throw in a couple old games other than ST, and I figured ST would have like some kind of side event anyway on its own.
No, it will.
Well, that's what a lot of the ST heads are saying. They're like, we'll have our side tournament anyway. It doesn't matter if we get it. But the fact, like, the whole thing is like you want to get in, you want the Sunday final, and Sunday final for ST would be big again. Be nice.
Pretty cool, yeah. I can't imagine that would be like not that people would watch that, like I can't see people just being like, oh, it's ST, like whatever. Wake me up when it's Smash 4. Oh boy,
I think
that's
that
realistic.
in a logistics sort of sense, though, they were smart to not include CVS2 just in case if it won.
Logistical.
Yeah, the top 8 on Sunday finals, even top 4, will probably delay your stream by like 1 to 5 hours.
Most likely.
They're like, you know what? We can't let this even come close to potentially happening. Let's just no CVS2, just this time.
And what was it? So finals is going to be voting game, Tekken 7, Smash 4, Blaze Blue, Street Fighter 5. Not in that order, but those are the games that are going to be on Sunday.
The Blaze Blue pick probably the most surprising.
Yeah.
Especially considering what Exert being the favorite for the last 2 years for that position. And it's not that Blaze Blue is a stranger to Sunday. Blaze Blue did I think that was actually one of the first Sunday finals for anime in the new generation of fighting games. So
yeah.
It's definitely something that the Blaze Blue community has dealt with before. So I'm excited to see how that goes this time. I don't think that it'll be any less hype than Guilty Gear was. I think it depends on who makes it, right? Because a lot of people don't know who plays Blaze Blue, Like a lot of people know who plays Guilty Gear at this point. People are very vocal about if they play Guilty Gear. People are not very vocal about playing Blaze Blue, at least not nearly as much.
Wait,
So,
when you say that, do you mean like in the U.S. community or international? Or
I mean, I'm
altogether?
speaking from personal experience and from what I see within my sphere. I don't see people talking about I rep Blaze Blue as much as I see people saying I rep Guilty Gear.
That's true. And what's really interesting too is that a lot of the old school gearheads and even just gearheads in general, sometimes they just don't play Blaze Blue. They didn't like it when it first came out because it wasn't gear. And with more revisions, they seem to lighten up to the idea of it. But like, that's just still like a more unique community as well. You're gonna have lots of overlap, but Blaze Blue introduced people to these style of games and got them into gear. People that played gear, looked at it eventually and they're like, this might not be too bad. But at the same time, you probably also got a lot of fresh faces just because of Blaze Blue. So I think it's totally reasonable, to have both gear and Blaze Blue because, again, while there's overlap, they're still going to have, representation of a lot of unique people as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And with Tekken 7 getting in is not a surprise, but people having, 5 weeks to practice Tekken 7 before EVO, that's going to be a big thing. I'm hoping Bandai Namco does something with like the current tournament series, like go to Combo Breaker, go to CEO, go to NCR, and so on and so forth. Bring a build of the game so people can play like a bunch of builds, a bunch of systems, throw them all over the damn place. Let people practice. It'd be great. Because no, we're not taking out Saint if we have 5.
Oh yeah.
And Smash 4, I don't understand why people are upset about it. Because you're getting one Smash on Sunday.
Yeah.
And Smash 4 needs to get its time to shine because it's just as big as Melee.
So I actually read something this week or last week rather, that, I mean, this is going to be a little controversial, just like a forewarning, This is probably going to piss some people off. But mostly because it was coming from 4chan.
Oh boy!
But
nice.
I read some
Go
shit
get
last
the table?
week. Did you see it? Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
There was like a screenshot that I read of it, and basically what they said was, there was an entire thread about Smash or Melee players, just bitching up a storm about how Melee deserves to be in Sunday every year, all years, because it's the bigger game. And to their credit, it is. It definitely has the bigger turnout, as far as I know. The thing is, and this is something also that the post argued in response to this, was that some people believe the game is getting stale. You can only see so many years of like the same top 8 over and over again and the same names before you start thinking, why are these other 1,000 people even showing up? You know, like sure you got 1,000 people in pools, but they all fucking suck. You know, and they're not going anywhere. Not that it's impossible for them to break through to the top level, but it just never seems to happen, and it's never really, according to what this person was saying, it's never really deviated from the main storyline of the top 8, top 16, whatever, right? And now the thing is, for me, is like I see that and I'm like, cool. That means I don't have to worry about these other people. I can just focus on a smaller pool of people and build a brand around that. But unfortunately, it doesn't fit in open tournament segments. You know, like this is where I started making that argument that some of these guys got to start moving away from these ladder brackets and going into like marquee matchups, exhibitions. You know, you need a fight card to like sell these guys because these are the only guys people want to see anyway. You know, Street Fighter's kind of close to that right now. People look at Street Fighter and are like, where's Infiltration? Where's Justin Wong? Where's Xiaohai? Where's all these guys who are going to be at CPT finals at the end of the year? You know, do you want to, I always say, do you want to spend 2 days waiting to see if they make it in or not? And then if they don't, do you really give a shit about the guy who does make it in? Some fans do. A lot of people don't really. If you're watching from the outside and you don't play, and somebody told you watch this tournament because that guy you like Infiltration's competing there, you're gonna be like, he lost, I'm out. You know?
Yeah, I mean the biggest takeaway that I got from this is that like the Smash community is kind of like weird, just from the stuff I saw. You know, I'm not gonna say that I'm the most knowledgeable on everything, and you know, I probably see a lot more of the negative connotations or things, you know, because that's what people like to talk about for the most part. But it's just like, I think the one that really resonated with me the most was people saying that everyone knows that Melee deserves it more, even the Smash 4 community. And I was like, what kind of audacity do you get to say that? Like, it's like everybody knows it's a bigger game, so it's more deserving. You know, even Smash 4 players are like apologetic or something to that effect. And I'm like, that's really weird for anybody to say. Like, deserving? Like, I don't know. Just like that kind of like wording, like I get it. And then people were talking about we need to make sure that Evo isn't, you know, it doesn't matter. It's not even the biggest tournament. We have a bunch of other tournaments that have a bunch of other exhibitions. They have crew battles. They have teams. And I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. You know, I understand that if Evo isn't your big tournament. I mean, I think that kind of climate is changing somewhat, you know, where you can have your game's big tournament and it doesn't have to be Evo. Evo is definitely the grandest stage. It's definitely something that you want to be represented on, and you still are. But just like, yeah, all the negative press from this. And then, I mean, at the same time, they're like, well, since Smash is so big, they deserve 2 Sunday slots. Why can't we have 2 Smash slots?
Holy crap.
And it's like, that would take forever, like, honestly. Like,
I hope to God that never happens.
Yeah, it would seriously just be a nightmare for the crew, you know, to have both of those games there. And it's like, I get it. Like, you're still getting represented into the community, but like, it's almost like there's just such a schism between Melee and Smash 4 community. It's like, yeah, we're a part of the same brand. You know, we show up to the same events, but I'm Melee. I'm better. I deserve more. You're Smash 4. What do you got? You know, your game sucks compared to mine. It's cool that you like it, but your games are just worse. Or, you know, it feels like it kind of has that kind of air going around it with the community.
And keep in mind that there are other events who have run both Smash games back to back on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was a scheduling nightmare.
Yeah. It's hard, you know? It's these games take time, you know, and there's a finite amount of time you can have in a single day. You can't just be like, oh, it's Sunday, and I understand that people are flying out the next day, and the, you know, venue expects us to be leaving at a certain point, but we haven't finished yet. So it's like, you know, we can only do so much.
And speaking of doing so much, some of these people are sitting here talking about, oh, well, some of these events, these standalone events rather, have analyst desks, they have replays, they have all these different perks and features. And the thing is, Evo, I don't think Evo can really host that, because Evo is throwing not just Smash into the mix, but 7 other games.
Yeah.
So as you have those 7 other games, then you have to get more and more resources in order to devote to those different things. And if you don't have those resources, well,
yeah. Not only that, like Evo is great, not even necessarily for like it's the biggest tournament, you know, which it definitely is. It's the largest tournament, maybe not for Smash or whatever, but just in general, it has the most people, you know, going to it. One could argue it also has the most visibility, you know. I think by leaps and bounds, you know, what did we get, like 80,000 on stream, maybe more than that, and like 150,000, and then 200K on ESPN2 and stuff like that. And but with that, you know, Evo is an event. It's not just a stream. It's not just a tournament, you know. It's a place where you can go, and because there's such a sheer number of people there, you can do more than just what the 9 big games are. Look at Anime Evo. They ran their own side tournaments for games that they wanted to play, and they got, you know, good amounts of numbers. And there's people, maybe people who don't play this stuff as much, but you know, there's something they really like because they don't have the opportunity to. This is where like bonds are formed. This is where you can learn about other communities. This is where you can go out and be proactive and still play what you want. There's nothing stopping you from doing any of this. And I get it. Maybe Evo isn't your big tournament. Maybe it should be something else. But to have representation there and to still be a main game is a big deal. But at the same time, it's like you can still go there and play what you want, you know? So it's more to it than just the tournament aspect. It's an event, you know? It's a place to go to do things, you know? I like Evo because there are so many people that I've met throughout the community, like good friends, people I don't see as much, people I talk to online, but we're all going to be there. And we don't even have to play games, but it's a place I can go to and get really in touch with either the community or just the people that I like. And that's really the charm to it, you know? I don't know.
No, you're 100% right. And Evo has, for a lot of people, always been that place where, yeah, like great things happen in our scene. Great things will happen in our scene that makes us who we are as competitors and fans of this. But it's also been like, you know, this is a place where I get to see a lot of people. This is like where I get to show the love for my community. And this is where I get to share that love with a ton of people I normally don't get access to for that, you know? And I kind of feel like when you start talking about things like who deserves the opportunity to have that access more than somebody else, it's kind of like, well, how do you quantify that, you know?
Exactly.
Are you going to do that on numbers? Are you going to do that on dedication? Are you going to do that on who's got the better players? Like, how can you prove any of that, like, in a finite, like, you know, study? You know, because I'm sure there's probably some tournaments where Smash 4 gets more people than Melee.
Yeah. But
didn't Evo get more numbers for Smash 4 than Melee?
Probably did. I didn't check, but, you know, that was the argument a while ago, is that people were like, oh, Smash 4 is smaller than Melee. And, you know, at the time it was probably true because Melee was the older game that everybody always would deviate back to because they didn't like none of the newer games. So
yes, I'm looking at the numbers here. 2637 for you, Smash 4, Melee 2350. So it was almost like 300 more entrants.
Yeah, I just remember it had more. I don't remember how many more.
Yeah, but like that, and even like Blaze Blue being on Sunday, like it's good to have representation for these other games too, especially because people like them. They get entrants. People, you know, I want to play these games. People want to see these games, and you know, to be on the big Sunday stage, that's quite the honor. So like, I just feel like people should maybe be more gracious, you know, especially with the fact that like, I don't even think BlazBlue will probably ever come back after this point, you know. Who knows when the next version's coming out? Essentially, this is the end of the story arc, so whatever's coming in the future, who knows? Maybe a balance patch here and there, but will it get main stage again? Possibly. It's not impossible, you know. A lot of things could happen, you know. You can't really gauge the climate of how it's going to happen.
That's what I say about KOF 14, but luckily we got a World Championship Series, so we don't need it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm kidding.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Speaking of the World Championship, the last international invite got announced. It was Leon from France.
Huh? Really?
Just
no, I mean, like, really?
Yeah, further
Yeah,
proof
really,
that the squeaky wheel gets oiled.
People were
I'd say.
complaining about this because he was most vocal about Europe not getting a qualifier, Europe not getting an invite, and people weren't sure if Frienel counted as the European invite because he's represented France for over a decade.
Yeah.
So Allion got it, and yeah, mixed reactions again. All three international invites were met with a lot of displeasure, distaste, hate, negative feedback, whatever the hell you want to say.
I would call it pushback. I would call it like people had opinions, and the thing is, like, there would have been this kind of pushback regardless. I feel like no one would have been 100% about anybody getting straight up invited. Like we just talked about this already.
Well,
invitationals are just
Look,
weird.
well, here's the issue with that. We say that everyone is perfectly fine with M Dash and Picnic.
Yeah. I just don't think they care. Like, here's the thing, also, man. Like, nobody out there really talks about who is doing what for the scene, except for like back in 13 days we had Dune. We had several people who were prominent enough to like be public figures for KOF, and now Japan doesn't have that. So when somebody quote unquote gets invited, there you can just only assume that he must deserve it because we don't know shit about what's going on over in that scene anymore.
That's actually something I wanted to bring up. I don't really know what he's done. I don't even know he was entering KOF tournaments. I know him from playing Street Fighter, and that's it.
Wait, who? Picnic?
No. I'm talking. My bad. Yeah, you were talking about them, but I was talking about Halloween.
Oh, Alioun, yeah.
Alioun, yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Halloween.
No, I didn't call him Halloween. You're fucking racist, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, whatever.
I'm sorry, carry on.
But yeah, I just don't. Another thing is that I really don't follow, but I just really haven't heard from him. I've heard from KBR. I've heard about Freenel. I really haven't heard about him though.
Well, Allion was when KOF 14 first came out. He was finding like a lot of combo setups, mix-ups, whatever the hell you want to call that crap. He was doing all that. I know he won, or he didn't win. He got second place in a France tournament in September. I want to say early September to Frienel, or Frienel won. Allion got second. Most people don't know very many active European players at the moment, which is kind of unfortunate. A lot of people made the case for, hey, Atma, they don't like him, but they said he's active, he's winning, he's doing things, and they said you could have gone with him, you could have gone with Salim. He's the French champ.
Oh yeah, that's right, man. I totally forgot about that, guys.
And there are plenty of names, and then again with the Moroccan region, they invited Frienel. He's I don't think he's won a tournament in his region yet. I think Freezer is the strongest player in that region, but I could be wrong. But he didn't get an invite. We don't know why, or maybe we do know why. I don't know. And then KBR. No one really knows why. Outside of he's a big name. He played KOF. He's doing a lot for his local scene in Chile, but
he's doing a tremendous job out there too. So I'm not taking that.
No, he's doing a good job with it, but he's not on the caliber of all these other players. And the proof in case in point, Frosty Faustings, he got top 8, and he didn't even make it to grand finals, winners finals. Yeah. He got 5th. It's not a knock. It's just you have. Look who got in. Look who won that tournament. El Rosa won that tournament. Him, Casio Pedro, and Nerd Josh. Every single tournament the 3 of them have been to, they take top 8. Every single tournament.
Totally bad verse, though.
Yeah, bad. Okay, we're gonna talk about that later. That's the stupidest shit. Okay. You have these 3 players who all consistently place top 8, who travel, who are dedicated. And all of them do shit for the scene. Every single one. Pedro's like one of the top streamers for King of Fighters. No one streams more than him.
Yeah.
El Rosa travels to as many tournaments as he can. He works with his wife and his daughter to make like KOF figures or figurines and shit. It's adorable, and he sells them to people. You guys should go check it out.
He's a family man.
Yeah, he's a family man. And then Nerd Josh, all of you know Nerd Josh. He's that guy that went cross counter.
Wow.
The most televised event.
So, you have those three, and the whole thing is people assumed that the invites were going to go to regions that didn't have qualifiers, and that's where
Which would have made sense. So I mean, you can see how people got that like assumption.
Mm-hmm. So like Aleon got one. There was no qualifier there. Brianel got one. There was no qualifier there, and then Kane Blue River got one, but there was a qualifier in the bordering country. I don't know the difficulties about traveling between countries, but he's the quote-unquote world warrior. He travels all over the world for shit, and he couldn't go to the next country to play in this tournament. But like, instead of inviting another player from the American region, they should have gotten someone else from, say, maybe Australia. Australia has a scene.
Australia actually is a serious competitor too. So
yeah, Australia. They could have gotten someone from the Middle East, because people are telling me Morocco doesn't count. No. Morocco's Africa, and I mean I get that, cool, but they could have gone to the Middle East and invite someone. They could have done. There's so much they could have done, but they went there.
I'm sure there's some Southeast Asian or Singaporean too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, they could have had Shin, man.
That's something that I brought up, was that a lot of people were asking why wasn't Shin invited, and I was like, that's a good point. I mean, we don't know if he's played the game or not, so that's
what I was about to bring up.
Yeah,
yeah.
That'd be the only reason not to invite him. But as far as I know, he wasn't even approached. And that's kind of a shame, because he does like the series, and he probably would be a good name to.
Do we have any Taiwanese players or anything like that?
ET, right?
Oh, okay.
And with the invites, all 5 of them, they got invited. Whatever, good for them.
Yes.
They were fortunate enough to get invited by whatever the hell means they were invited by. We don't know how they were picked, but good for them for getting invited. I don't think the international players will do well. M-Dash has a very good chance of taking it.
Mm-hmm.
Picnic, I don't really think so. But when we see the bracket, we'll get a better understanding of where we can make a better fantasy bracket. That's what they call it.
There we go. But not seeing a bracket right now. Assuming it's a perfect world.
Yeah, there's a press release that's out that people think is the bracket. It is not the bracket. It's the 16 players listed in alphabetical order. Learn to read, please.
Ooh.
And
it's in Japanese.
No, it's in English.
Oh no! You guys can't read English. We're sunk.
I'm calling it right now. There's gonna be at least 3 dropouts.
Well, we'll see. Oh, and that's the other thing. So.
Oh, yes.
Initially, it was going to be held. The top 16 down to top 4 was going to be held in Tokyo, I think Tokyo or Osaka, somewhere in Japan, and then top 4 was going to be held in China. It was the dumbest shit ever. Thankfully, SNK realized this was the dumbest shit ever, so they just moved it all to Tokyo or Osaka or Japan somewhere. I'm assuming it's in Tokyo. So that's good. It's all going to be done in one day, one sitting. That's perfect. No one wanted it split up into two separate areas a month apart. That's going to be
that's really hard on everybody.
Yeah, it's gonna be shit logistics, shit for the players. Most likely players will be forced to drop out because some of them have lives of work. And then on top of that, getting a visa from certain countries to go to China would have been difficult.
Especially right now. Come on, man.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Jesus. So we'll see how this shit turns out. I hope it does well. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of good matches, especially once we get down to top 8, top 4 round or something. It's going to be good. It's going to be streamed on the official SNK channel. When is it again? February 17th? 18th? 17th or 18th.
There's also the follow-up event that's going to be happening.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
Go on. You do it.
I don't know where the name of the place is going to be, but basically they're having a follow-up event, which is reportedly sponsored by Arcade Shock and Hori, or there will be an after party that will also...
Sanwa.
Oh, Sanwa. Okay, my bad. It'll be an after party that is also doubling as a tournament.
Yeah, and initially it was supposed to be a singles tournament. Now I think it's a 2v2.
Yeah, now it's a 2v2
tournament. M-Dash and Shanghai are going to team up. And that is
boy.
that is a beefy
You
ass
know what that
team.
means, right? You know what that means, right? That means
Reynolds
that
has to team up with Hell Pockets.
I was gonna say bad KOF, but sure, that works.
Mhm.
I'm not going, by the way. I just want to make that announcement clear. I will not be at this commentating. Neither will
What?
Metaphysics. So
Why?
yeah, we didn't get the contract, man. We didn't get the
Dude.
contract.
What,
They wanted somebody worse.
bro?
Everybody riot.
But you were at all the events and you were talking to him, and how did that not come through?
I mean, I don't know, man. It's almost like, you talk to them and they're just like, yeah, that's really nice. I'll see you next time I'm in LA.
Oh god, dude, I almost spit on my water.
Okay, so it says Saturday, February 18th.
February
in
18th.
Tokyo. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there will be after party there. Well, 2v2 tournament, I guess that's going on. We don't know if there's going to be a single tournament on top of that. I doubt it. I think everybody's just going to try to unwind from that, and SNK is going to pat themselves on the back for finishing off a very dusty tournament series. Hopefully they learn from this, and maybe by season 2, if they're going to go that route, things will be better. Because I think there's even with all of this, and it's actually kind of amazing, even with all of these screw-ups that have occurred and all the lack of information, the lack of transparency, people still want to watch this.
Yeah, I'm totally down.
Well, yeah, it's people still want to watch it because they want to watch high-level King of Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know how the production is going to be. We don't know. It's going to be on the official SNK Play channel or SNK channel. I think it's what is it? Is it SNK Game?
SNK Official.
SNK Official, yeah. It's going to be on that, and that's really all we know. We don't know who's going to be commentating it. We don't know who's going to be streaming it. The venue where it's going to be held will allow spectators. So if you're in the area, go for it. I don't know if it costs anything. I'll see if I can find out and report back next week. We'll find something out for you guys.
I get the feeling because of just to keep in the spirit of how everything has worked with this so far, the commentators will be players from brackets.
Oh boy,
when they're not playing. And we know that this is not the weirdest thing to ever happen at a Japanese event.
You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be like that South Korean King of Fighters tournament where they just had a bunch of random ass people getting on commentary in all the different languages.
I mean, I can't wait. That's all I'm saying. I can't wait.
Sir, my SAP button is broke.
Oh.
Uh-oh. So, back to Frosty, since I mentioned it a bit. Just happened this past week, or not weekend, but Friday and Saturday. Frosty is a 2-day event that happens Fridays and Saturdays, which a lot of people like. There's a shit ton of games that were ran. Some high-stakes tournaments. I'm really upset with Nerd Josh because Nerd Josh let Jabali beat him in CVS2.
That is the craziest, how? What?
Yeah.
I actually walked over and asked the same thing very loudly.
Thank you.
It was basically, how did you let Jabali's whack-ass Blanca beat you?
Whack-ass Blanca.
So it's very unfortunate that it happened, but it happened. King of Fighters, as you know, we said earlier, happened.
That was a good tournament.
Yeah, Rosa won it. Violent King got second. It's Mooney Blues or Moody Blues? Which one was it?
It's Mooney Blues.
Mooney Blues. He got third. Goichi got fourth. James Jr. and Kane Blue River tied for fifth. And Pedro and Josh tied for seventh. I didn't get to see Pedro play, but he put up a tweet saying he didn't feel it. He wasn't playing at his level or whatever. He just had an off day. But it was good. Like watching Mooney Blues play Goichi. That was great.
Yeah, that was some rabbit out of the hat shit going on.
Yeah. Like
I died at that ending.
Oh,
that's what,
dude.
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. How
What
did
a
you
god.
feel watching that happen?
I gotta set this up for people. So here's Mooney Blues, who is in the corner against Goichi and gets one knockdown off a max mode combo. And I remember one of the commentators was saying, wow, if he can get another one, he has a chance to win this, and gets the miracle second confirm into max mode combo. Does not get enough damage to kill. Just barely enough not to kill him. Fuck math, basically, right? Instead of like doing the classic, I'm gonna back up and wait to see what he does. He's like, nope, just gonna DP him in the face when he wakes up.
That sounds like something I would do.
Chip death in the corner against Goichi. It, Goichi's back exploded. Like confetti everywhere.
That was the DP to end all DPs.
The immaculate block, the immaculate DP.
That is a tier above Ume Shoryu's. That's what it is.
It is.
It definitely is.
Like at that point, like I imagine if they made like that a move in the true spirit of the move, you wouldn't actually use like both your hands because one of them would be on your balls. Because you're holding your sack while you uppercut this guy.
And then as you're walking off, you can hear the clanking.
Yeah, right. Katoosh, man. That was great. But the whole top 8 was pretty good. I watched it start to finish. I feel like there was definitely... All right, so the one thing I took away from it, and I'm not trying to insult anybody here, is that people still don't know how to fight verse. Which is like the weirdest thing, man. I'm like, dude, he's not that complicated. In fact, he's not at all. It's just kind of like you just can't be where he wants you to be, which is pretty much like 5 steps ahead of him or in front of him. I now admittedly have never fought El Rosa's verse, but just in watching him and how he performs, it's more like he's taking advantage of people who just are being careless, And it's not scummy and it's not stealing matches or anything like that. It's just like, this is a character in the game. You should have learned the matchup by now. Now, he's weird. Yes, he's extremely weird. But there are people that there are people that, deal with this all the time, basically, I don't know anybody that's like, well, I just can't fight verse. I'm out of here, guys.
Well, I'd argue that there was actually 2 factors to Elros's taking in the entire thing. First was unfamiliarity with verse. Mm-hmm. The second is Kula's damage output. Some of the things that he's doing there.
Go ahead.
Whenever he was going into climax so easy, it's like there's a whole chunk of life just gone right then and there.
Her climax is the most unfair shit I have seen in this game.
Wow.
It is, because first of all, it never misses. Like, I've never seen it miss. Second of all, it doesn't do a lot of damage on the buildup, but the last hit just disintegrates your life bar.
It is the Kyo Neomax of this game.
Yes, it is. It's Kim. It's freaking
Kim. Sorry.
It's fucking Kim. Where just like, no matter what you did beforehand,
250.
250. Kula walks up to you with her hands in her pocket and is like, "What's up, Kula?" She's like, "I need about 250."
Jeez.
Oh yeah. Chris, check what I put in chat.
I saw
Discord chat.
I fixed it.
Hey, but Banverse?
Yeah, band verse. Like, I don't get that at all.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So people are calling for verse to be banned.
I just want to tear my eyeballs out.
And it's
He's a boss kick.
I've only seen 2 reasons.
He's the boss.
Yeah, I've only seen 2 reasons. He's a boss. He should be banned. That's reason 1. 2. Oh, look what he did at this tournament.
So like what?
Look
ban
at what
Laura. Ban
exactly.
Yuri.
I think this is a call out to Rosa, straight up.
Yeah, no, I think people are just trying to like just talk straight shit to Rosa. Like, oh, what, you won? Well, we're gonna take away your burst, buddy. We don't want you to use.
Gonna clip your wings, dog. Oh, you won? Oh, we're nerfing Nakaruru.
Obviously, you know what's happening. You know what's happening right now is that Xiao Hai's, he's sweating. So he's just like, yo, I gotta get the community behind me. So he made a couple fake accounts like, yo, ban verse.
Eat this you ain't shit sandwich, boy.
Oh yeah, verse is a decent character. Like as of right now, there's no way in hell you can consider him like top 3 right now. Like
he was a black mark on the character selection.
Everyone wrote him off as being like shit, and now all of a sudden, oh, let's ban him because he's so bad. Let's ban him.
Remember when people were winning with him before the patch?
Yeah.
Before like the balance patch, and they were winning with him. They're just like, he's got a mid-screen command grab.
Yeah.
But like, I don't understand the reason to ban him. Violent Kane showed that it's possible to fight him. It's not even plenty of people have showed it's possible to fight him. You just need to people don't have matchup experience against him. That's all it is. Like, how many verse players do you guys know?
One.
Only Reynolds.
2.
Oh, you mean like personally?
No, you don't know any verse players. Come on,
I do, actually.
liar. So
He's from the Central Valley. He plays
okay,
verse.
so there was what was it? Kyame, right?
Kyame, yeah.
He wants CEO Taco with verse. Rosa and who else?
Garbage.
Yeah, but didn't Kyame win CO Taku with pre-patch verse? Or was that post-patch?
Pre-patch, I think.
I think it was pre-patch.
Yeah.
So he's like super legit.
But yeah, either way, like, no one called for him to be banned then, and now you just have I'm sure there are more people using him, but what has the character done in the tournament? Rosa's been using him for 2 to 3 months now, and this is the first tournament he's won with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the character has weaknesses.
Is that we get calls for bans
okay,
in so many different games these days for characters, and it's like none of them stick. Why do people think that this is like a thing? You know, like none of these characters are ban worthy that they're calling for.
It's okay, guys,
ban
I was
Mika.
joking anyway.
Ban Mika, she's bad, or she's not fair.
Check this out. You want to know how stupid this is? The people that are calling to ban verse are the people who were perfectly okay with the EOD, the Benimaru Infinite in 13, and the people who were also okay with the Ramon Infinite. That was patched out, thankfully, almost instantly.
Man,
In
I
this.
hope
Now-
you're joking, man. Holy crap.
No, I'm not joking. So the people who said they want verse banned are the same people who are like, these Infinites are fine. So hey, these Infinites are fine with the characters I use, but let's ban this guy that I can't fight.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you people? Come on, stop that shit. It's stupid. Like, it's just legitimately dumb. Like, all these people, everyone's like, oh, Street Fighter 5, oh, ban Laura. No, this is dumber.
You can't ban Laura. We'll miss the Wolf Crone pop-ups.
I won't miss it.
Can we
But
Honestly, I think
But she needs that.
The one thing I really want to take away from this is that I hope that God we don't have another situation with similar to what we experienced with Nakaruru pre-patch, where we had commentators constantly complaining about her.
Oh my god. All right, so some of the people that did that are friends of mine. I like them, and I told them afterwards, like, don't do that shit.
Yeah.
But there are some people who, like you said, in the early days, it was almost like part of the meta to complain about NAC. Like, it's an option select. You complain about NAC and you lose, the game sucks. You complain about NAC and you win, that player sucks.
Yeah, no, it's totally just like, oh man, I can't wait to improve my game, but at the same time, make other people's game plan weaker. It's only going to make me stronger. Combine my meta with my own personal skill. It's like, where do you get off?
And you know, the worst part about all of this is that nobody's actually thinking about beating anyone except who's right in front of them. Like, nobody's saying, if I ban NAC, I'm going to be able to beat Reynolds or Xiaohai. They're like, no, I'm going to be able to beat that annoying dude online that thinks he's the shit and just picks me in and NAC and Love Heart all day. And I'm going to message him afterwards saying, like, I clipped your wings. Now crawl on the ground, you fucking snake.
Yeah, what can I do against this character? He pushes heavy kick and I just die. What's going on? Oh, maybe you should block. I don't know.
Like, you complain about certain characters and then you lose to other characters. We've already seen this happen.
Yeah.
Unless you're Nerd Josh and you beat people with the same characters. So.
Yeah, Nerd Josh still use the same. Anthony, you have anything else to say?
I mean, it's just a joke at this point, you know? Like, how are you just going to just call for ban? Literally no character gets banned in any of these games because they're not broken, you know? It's not like it's so bad that it needs to be unplayable. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's just baffling. It's like every player that calls for a ban on Verse is I'm convinced that they're Bill Belichick. You know, it's it's that bad, you know? Gotta get their W any way they can.
Gotta deflate this Nakaruru.
Back to Frosty. So one thing that annoyed me, like not about the tournament, I saw the King of Fighters brackets, and Josh, maybe you can elaborate on this, maybe you can't. I don't know. They were lopsided as shit. Some brackets had 8 people, some had 10, some had 9, and it made absolutely no sense to me. Like,
really?
Yeah, go look at the bracket. I don't get why.
I'm afraid to look at anything right now. My computer just died.
It did. The moment. Don't look at anything, Chris. I look at the bracket. I'm like, the hell is this shit? I like right away. I was gonna hit you up, Josh. They're like, who the fuck did this? Why is this a thing?
Well, I can say that Frosty did not have the Master of all brackets on him this year, but besides that, as far as the lopsidedness goes, I actually can't comment on that. I have no way or no idea how it happened.
That's fine. That's fine. But another thing I wanted to bring up, that commentary. I do this every
you mean Ghetto Instant Blocks?
Yeah.
So that was real? Somebody told me
Yeah.
that was
Hell Pockets. That was actually real.
Oh my god.
I heard that and I'm like, oh my god, that is the new Trip Card anti-air.
Everyone knows I do this. Almost every King of Fighters tournament, I complain about the commentary.
Especially the ones I work at.
Especially once you work. No, but this time around, the commentary was like really bad. And boy, you should have muted, hit the mute button. So for those who don't know, Black Rose is the person who streamed all of Top 8, along with several other games at Frosty, and he has full control over who he can mute with the click of a button. And he didn't do it. Why did he do it?
Unfortunately, there was the thing where the person in question, because he was quote unquote the TO of KOF 14, they allowed him to do Top 8.
Oh, okay.
What I want to but you're actually a KOF commentator.
I was thinking the same thing.
Like that's what's weird about me. I'm like, I hear Josh, but I don't see him. It's just like every Evo ever.
Yeah. And so I don't know. King of Bumps. I don't know the guy. That was the guy on commentary. The other guy was Lord Raptor. Ian, I know him. His commentary was also bad. I need to talk to him about it because he asked me, and I'd rather just break it down for him. But it was bland and just, or neither of them seemed interested in the game at all. It was just a huge turnoff. And to make it worse,
unfortunately,
the lack of excitement.
Oh, go on. I talked to Ian a little bit about that, and I can sort of understand why it sounded bland on his end. But yeah, as you said, it was crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the rule that a TO has to commentate their own game is, so it was like that with every game at Frosty?
For some of the games, it was that way. They made that offer as a pitch for TO.
Oh, okay.
A pitch? Like to
that's still bizarre. That's still bizarre to me. Like I don't wager to imagine that King of Bums is some egomaniac that's just like, I need to be heard, so I'll run this tournament. You know?
Thank God! I'm in.
Well, okay. The thing with King of Bums is actually he originally was not the TO of King of Fighters 14 at Frosty's. He was not the original TO. The original TO backed out a couple of weeks before, about a month or so before the event.
And so he was kind of just like in there because somebody needed to run it.
Yes.
And I mean, I appreciate what he did. And so, like, if you see him say thanks on my behalf, it's just, I still don't really understand that rule. It's like extremely specific, Like they could have given him any perk, but it had to be commentary. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like overthinking it, where I'm like, commentary is definitely something that you want to make sure that everybody wants to do. Because
not just that, but also maybe that they might actually be good at it. Maybe that they've put time into the game, Because to me, the most damning part of that commentary the entire time was when I heard the 5 magical words. I've barely played this game.
Oh man!
And I heard that live on air.
Yeah.
And at that point, when you hear something like that, like when I heard that, I was just kind of like, actually, no, I didn't even hear that. Abe, you had to tell me he said that.
I was shocked. I was like, "No, that's how you kill a stream, bro. Don't say that."
Yeah, like, that was like, I was like, man, maybe you misheard that, or maybe that was like a joke, or maybe they were just like bullshitting or something. But when I turned it on, it was just like, wow, it actually sounds like he doesn't really play the game. It doesn't sound like he's not interested in learning, but having a commentator learn over top 8 is like it would have to be like some amazing crap. Like, you didn't know that shit worked like that, you know? Not learning basic stuff, you know? That's
not really that. You say commentator learn, like, obviously throughout top 8 you learn.
I mean, you're learning stuff, but I mean stuff like, you know, the stuff that you should know you're learning for top 8.
And that's where it sort of drags on Raptor is instead of sitting there being able to commentate on the match, being able to rely on your co-commentator, instead you have to spend all that time potentially correcting your co-commentator's fuck-ups.
And sometimes you just don't want to do that because then you're busy as hell just doing it. And now, granted, I'm usually the one that's fucking up, so I'm not even gonna pretend and sit here like, you know, I'm not gonna pretend to be here and sit here like I'm the guy that's correcting Abe, or I'm correcting, you know, Ryan Hunter, or I'm correcting anybody, you know? I'm always the one that's getting my ass pulled off on live on the air.
No way, bro. No way.
And so it's not like I don't get it, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, that must be really hard on my partner to like have to sit there and be like, man, I hope he doesn't screw up real big. And then first 3 words out of his mouth, like, wow, he said the wrong guy's name in Evo Top 8.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I remember that too. I was like,
and then, like, he looks at it, like, you know, like shit like that happens, and like that must be really hard for the other guy to be like, do I correct him or do I not correct him? Crap, if I don't correct him, then people are gonna think we're a couple of idiots. If I do correct him, is he gonna flip out and just not talk anymore? Like,
oh yeah,
like those are the things you deal with high level commentary.
Yeah, it's a dilemma that you're faced with. Like, I personally feel you should always correct your co-commentator because you don't want misinformation being thrown out there, but you don't want to correct them in a dickish way. You gotta go.
Actually, that's +3 on block.
Yeah.
You idiot. No, there's a way to do it. You know, like, people get corrected all the time. Like, I've corrected people on there before, and it's usually a, hey man, like, that's not correct. And you don't have to say it exactly like that, by the way. You just say something like, actually, John, it's not quite like that. It's like this, and this is why it's like this, you know? And then you use it as an excuse to teach the audience.
Yeah.
So sometimes the screw-ups are actually beneficial.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm just going to go up there and be like, man, I don't know anything. I'm a huge idiot. And they're like,
dude,
well, here's what the thing is. No.
I feel like I would be so easily baited into acting like a dick, though. It's just so hard to not go there. So I'd be like, oh, really? You don't play this game? And I'd look into the camera like, oh, yeah, really? I'm really doing this right now? Okay, anyways.
Right. Now, imagine, guys, I'm at Evo Top 8 last year, and I say that. I screw up, and then Ryan corrects me, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. I don't really play this game or follow it anymore. I'm just doing this.
Oh, what a
I'm
dick.
just running the tournament, you know? Like, what kind of shit is that?
Yeah. Well, I'm just here. You know,
just here doing my job, guys. You know.
Well, you know what? Well, fuck you. I don't really play this game, so if you guys want to talk shit, oh well.
The reason why I'm doing gear commentary is because I can't find a seat to sit down, so I'm just. It's pretty crowded, you know.
You know what? That's the best one right there. Definitely the best one.
I just want to just sit down.
I just want to sit down.
Maybe get some water brought to me, you know.
And so, like that's something that I feel people have to be ready to do in any tournament, in any top 8. And if you're gonna say that, oh, it's Frosty Fausting, it doesn't matter, it does matter, man. That's your tournament.
Yeah.
Everybody's so proud of Frosty Faustings. Why would you half-ass the only part that people get to watch?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, you put it on. There's a lot of people showing up, and you're running every game, but nobody's watching the haul. They're watching the stream, man.
True.
I will also say this. There could have been a potential alternate commentator for our problem. There was a couple of problems on his end.
Hmm.
So it's something that I sort of talked with Paul about afterwards, but it's the thing where once an event crosses a certain threshold, it's no longer, we give the mic to the stream voters.
Yeah.
There's a process to get in there and be a commentator. And, that means doing a bit of digging, finding contacts, reaching out, saying, hey, I want to commentate this, maybe putting together some sort of video called a reel. I don't know what the hell that is. And submitting that. And, there's a process. And this guy just sort of walks up out of the blue, walks behind into the production area, and just asks casually, doesn't even introduce himself, just casually asks, while I'm in the middle of a freaking production, what's the status on the whole KOF commentary thing? I'm sitting here like, what?
Do you know who this guy is? You don't have to say his name. You know who he is?
I found out afterwards when I saw him bitching in a certain Discord, but at that time, I had no idea who this guy was.
Did he have glasses?
No.
Okay, good.
Was he me?
Oh man, I think I know who it is. God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna throw a name in chat right now, Josh. You just tell me yes. I'm gonna put it in the Discord just because I'm polite.
You figure out I gotta go pee real quick. I'm gonna look away. Delete it before I come back.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god, I'm good at
One
this.
for one.
Woo!
All right, just so Hell Pockets doesn't know, because Hell Pockets is gonna tell people and talk shit. I'm really good at guessing when people are fucking up, right?
It was me. I was like, Josh, let me in. And he's just like, you're at work right now. I can't have you commentate. You're not even in the state.
Dude,
Do it, man.
What the hell? If you were at Frosty's trying to jump on commentary, first I'd be like, okay, maybe. And then two, when the hell are you drinking with me?
Well, I don't drink, so do we have some like non-alcoholic beverages? I'll shotgun to Arizona for you. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess that's acceptable.
All right.
So,
sorry.
CEO lineup was announced, and I don't like the way it was announced, me personally. So it took them 2 days to announce the games. Yeah, they did 3-4 games a day or some shit, and then in typical Jabali fashion, they held a poll for the last game. And the last game just happened to. So hold on, let me do this. Let me make life easier on myself. Let me just go to CEO, whatever the hell the Twitter is. All right, there it is. Open this up. I'm gonna read the games in the order they were announced. I can have fun and do the time and date it was announced too, but we won't do that. So, first game, Street Fighter V. Oh shit, I didn't think that was gonna be there. Second game, Pokken Tournament. I don't know how you want to call it. And then third game, Tekken 7. Fourth, Smash for Wii U. 5th, Blaze Blue. 6th, Injustice. 7, KOF 14. 8, Guilty Gear Xrd, whichever version's out. 9, KI. 10, Marvel 3. Okay, so those are the 10 games that were announced. And then Jabali decided to do a poll, and typical, I want to screw with people. And I forgot all the games are on the. He did 2 separate polls, and I don't know. Jabali, you gotta stop this shit.
We had him on the show
time,
once. We should bring him back and tell him.
Yeah, bring him back on, and just hey, you stop that shit. And if he tries doing that dumb face of his that's all over the goddamn chats, we just boot him out of the call. It'll be great. So the 11th game is Melee, and he threw it in a poll along with other games. How do I find it? Let's go to Jabali, right? Boom. Let's see what these other games were that he threw in the poll.
Jabaited.
Did he throw? Did he erase this shit? Okay, here you go. So, one poll was drum rolls. No drum rolls. No need for drum rolls. One poll was Def Jam Fight for New York, PlayStation Battle All Stars, Ultra Street Fighter 4, and Melee. 12,000 votes. Melee got 56% of the votes. And then the next one. It's still going apparently. So, Shrek Super Slam. I mean, Lancaster, California has the strongest Shrek Super Slam scene, from what I'm told.
Oh my goodness.
Hell Pocket's favorite game. Them's is Fat and Herd.
Dude, all right, so if he's real about that, I will vote for it and put money towards it, whatever. But people are telling me it's a joke entry.
You see what he did?
I mean,
He fooled the simple-minded, okay? That's what just happened. You saw the simple-minded Hell Pockets get fooled by the Jabali.
I get fooled in so... Shut up.
See, I'm just sad he didn't throw air guys in here at any point.
oh,
would've
God
been-
bless
God
the
bless
ring.
this ring.
God bless
Yeah.
every fucking ring. And then Melee, of course. So Melee was already announced as the 11th official game. Cool. But it's a good lineup, solid lineup. CEOs are always every year considered like one of the better tournaments to go to. And we'll see what they do this year to top last year because they always have some kind of like crazy ass gimmick to do things with, and I look forward to it. I don't know. I'd like to go to one of these things, just so I can talk shit to Jabali and take take him out in
CEO
more
with me.
games.
I mean, I'm going to CEO, so we should have a...
Can you fit me in your suitcase?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. Yeah, probably.
No, I'm not a balloon. Okay, you don't put me up there. Yeah. So you're going. I don't know if Paul and Alex are going. Anthony, chances of you going?
If I quit my job, I'll probably be there.
All right, cool. I like it.
I mean, that's actually a real possibility, so...
I don't know what my plans are. Black Rose, you gonna be there?
CEO?
Yeah. All right, cool. So we got him, and he's gonna yank people off commentary.
To work or some shit. I don't know.
We'll see.
Maybe Hanzo Gonzo's bodyguard.
I could be the whole 10-0 crew bodyguard.
Hanzo Gonzo's bodyguard? Oh, come on. I'm out of there. throw him to the wolves and get the hell out of there.
Hanzo Gonzo bodyguard better be like a 6-figure income because he's gonna get tore apart, by himself. It's just gonna be like, Carter, you need to get your shit together, and he just keeps falling down like stairs and shit.
Oh, dude. Yeah, so that'll be a good time.
I'm pretty sure it costs more to protect Hanzo Gonzo's hat than it does to protect Hanzo Gonzo.
I mean, at this point, Gonzo's hat has like enough agriculture on it to be its own like universe. Because like, I don't think he ever washes that thing. The bacteria on there has started a secret society within the kingdom that is the lice colony in Hanzo Gonzo's hat. He's a dirty motherfucker.
Wow. But life's like clean hair, I heard. It's easier to move around in.
So you'd be like me, folks, and have no hair on your head. Or very little hair on your head.
I'm going to say, you got a little bit, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short. Like Hanzo.
Wow. I like it.
That's right. Fight me, Carter.
Ooh.
See me in 14.
Ooh.
You know, it's funny, too, because you're saying these things, but I can hear Carter's response in my head, like, exactly how he would respond to you. It's pretty funny.
Like, oh, man.
It's probably because I run his Twitter. I mean, I actually don't, but...
You shouldn't have said that. You should have just let it rock.
I ghostwrite some of his tweets every now and again. We have a writing staff. We're like the Onion, but it's just his account.
The Gonzo.
Yeah.
So, is anything else we need to discuss today before we get into questions? Anybody have anything you want to talk about? Josh, you have anything you want to talk about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we pretty well covered it. The whole
I want to
process.
ask Josh a question. Are you going to NCR? No? Why? Why aren't you going to NCR?
Actually, I might be able to go this year.
All right, because here's the thing. I don't drink. That doesn't mean I don't make a mean cocktail. So.
Well, because of some unfortunate developments over the new year, I have a bit more time available, so I might be able to go to NCR this year.
Okay.
I mean, if you can, it'd be great to have you out. So,
The strangers
you
died?
can possibly. No, I didn't.
Chuck.
Just stream, don't die, please.
Yeah, stream don't die. Oh shit!
Call
Someone
Spook.
found out a secret in chat. I'm sorry. Someone just found out a secret in chat.
Oh no.
So, yeah, we'll all be at NCR. Everyone, and I think Paul and Alex will be there. I'm not sure. They both said
Did
they're
they
there.
actually say they're going? Are they making the trip back out here to that? Because they hated it.
Oh, we'll see.
They didn't even go last year.
No, Paul went last year.
Oh, Paul went last year.
Alex didn't go last year.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully everyone's there. And we can, I don't know. Chicken.
I hope so.
Chicken.
Hope they can
Ooh.
make it out, and we can go
Just
try
know
to
that
find
if you're one of
something.
my friends or a friend of one of my friends, you'll probably pleasantly surprised.
Bootleggers convention, man. That's the only reason why you would go to this thing.
Not anymore, man. Because
Oh, no,
now
we got the caterer.
yeah, now we're with our taste testing. We got to have a little food on the side, you know.
You're gonna inject it with hot sauce.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
chicken and biscuits for
Oh,
everybody.
Well, because of
that's the thing.
because of
forgot
CPU limitations, I'm not gonna be able to show the
The questions.
questions
That's fine.
on
That's
stream.
fine.
That's fine.
We forgot to mention King of Fighters 14 Arcade Edition is going to be on NESica 2.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah,
Location
the
Location
test.
test is going to be December. It's going to be February 3rd. I forgot where, but we'll get reports on what's up with it. I don't know if there's going to be any balance changes. All we know about it right now is that some Japanese voice actor recorded new voices for it, and most likely it's going to be announcer voices. I don't think it's going to be.
They wouldn't be that generous.
You're a beast.
Hmm.
You're a beast. You're a beast.
So questions. All right, I'll start scrolling.
It's
through
Mike
questions
Judge.
here. Give
You're
me
a
a moment.
beast.
All right, here you go.
Bobby.
First question, Reiki. This Friday, King of Fighters 14. Oh, yeah, this Friday, King of Fighters 14 is having a load test for the NESica 2 arcade port. What are your opinions on its community impact? It's going to do really well in Japan. Outside of Japan, it doesn't really matter.
Of
It's
course.
gonna get more Japanese people to play it,
South,
probably.
maybe South Korea.
All those
Yeah.
round one monsters.
Taiwan and Hong Kong too, actually. Taiwan and Hong Kong also.
Actually, it's on NESica 2, so I don't even think round one has NESica 2 in America, huh?
Not yet.
I don't think they do.
It might take a year.
Dave and Buster's have it yet? I drove
Dave and
past one.
Buster's ain't got shit.
Yeah. Yeah. They had Pokken, didn't they? And like Mario Kart?
Not at this one.
Really?
I think it was just a beta test too for like we have Mario
Shoot.
Kart. We do have Mario Kart. But as far as I know,
Do they have Daytona USA 3?
Nah, we couldn't fit that in there. We got one giant ass Pac-Man game though. Oh, speaking of which, I'm feeling really bad here, but Namco founder passed away.
Yeah.
Father of Pac-Man, R.I.P.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty sad. Thus,
Any other
a moment of
questions?
silence.
Yeah, sorry, I was responding to a tweet. I wrote a big
All right.
long thing, and then I just wrote one word. Next question, damn it. From Benny from last week. He says, "Can I ask a question for today's show?" Yes, you can. Next question. Okay. If so, would it be better if Evo has 10 games and a decathlon challenge?
That'd be
Also
interesting.
glad that King of Fighters 14, 16 players. Any thoughts if Evo announced 10 games and a decathlon challenge in the future, where a player gets a reward after completing all? Oh, shit. I don't know.
I don't think. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
How would you necessarily make a decathlon out of it? I mean, do you just like beat 10 different people who are good at the game?
Well, so here's the thing I was thinking was that 10 games, I don't know, but like a decathlon or like a certain event, like maybe with not the main games that are there, but just games in general would probably be pretty cool. You know, like throw a little bit of like speed running in there as well, but it still have it competitive, you know? Like
Crashing the boys.
yeah, or like, you know, even before Evo is over, like by a certain time frame, you run in and you do the best you can across these 10 games, you know? You know, you got to get 50,000 on Double Dragon on level 3, which is impossible.
Yo.
Ooh.
Don't say that. I can find someone that'll try it.
No, boy. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some
If you're max
some-
level by level 3, man, I mean, come on.
there's probably some strats or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't knock them down, they don't die. Just saying.
So I think that's it for questions.
That's
Oh,
it
wow.
for questions, really?
Yeah, what happened,
Really?
people? We got more.
Nobody's. Well, I mean, they can't see them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
They can't see him, but I can.
Crappy ass
talk about
computer. Make sure you donate to Game Goon so I can get a better computer.
that. Yeah.
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 Let's see. What's coming? What else is coming down the pipeline, guys?
We've got stuff coming down the pipeline. We got Combo Breaker. We've got NCR. We've got possibly SCR after Evo.
Do we want to announce some of our Evo announcements?
Oh,
I mean, like
yes,
in official capacity.
We do. So, if you were on Twitter the night after the Evo lineup announcement, actually, you might have seen me make some tweets about certain hotel rooms at Mandalay Bay. Ceasing the beating around the bush, we're going to be hosting a Game Goons X SDR or Cross SDR, excuse me, SNK suite at Evo 2017 at Mandalay Bay. Not everybody's invited. Just kidding.
Well,
there is a capacity. We'll try to figure that out down the road, but yeah, like it's going to be really cool. We're hoping that we can get some setups there, play some casuals, because we know that a lot of people want to get together and meet other people that play KOF games or just enjoy SNK stuff and be around a good vibe and just party their ass off before Evo. And so, we've pulled our resources together and we've decided to give that to you guys, the SNK fans. Obviously, if you're not an SNK fan, you are still allowed to come, but please, understand there will be limited space. It'll be taking place the Thursday before Evo at Mandalay Bay's Media Suite, and I'll be putting up a flyer for this later tonight. Maybe should I? I don't know. I feel like that's
Don't be disappointed if you get turned away at the door. Okay.
Yeah.
Things are only so feasible.
Yeah, I will give you a reason why you were turned away at the door, because I will be turning you away at the door.
Yes, Gibby is the doorman, and I will be. Actually, I can't be the doorman because I'm probably going to be hammered.
We will probably most likely be streaming depending on the internet from the room. We're going to have some surprises for people. We're working on everything right now. And if all goes well, it's going to be something you guys don't want to miss, whether it's the stream or being there. Right. And to get in, you're going to have to pay hell pockets and booze.
Yeah.
Or me and chicken.
Can we just say like both? Like you can spend like 50% on booze and 50% on chicken.
I like it.
Yeah.
I might let you in if you play Breaker's Revenge with me.
Maybe.
We'll see.
You gotta beat him though.
Will there be KOF kill? Yeah, sure there'll be KOF kill. I can bring it.
Ooh.
I got it.
KOF kill. Oh my god. No,
I got Samurai Shodown RPG. What's up?
I have actually yet to play that. I heard it's all right. But yeah, so it'll be a good time. And this is only one of the events that we have planned around KOF throughout the year. NCR, as we've said previously on the show, will have a KOF either side or after hours event. And so you can look forward to that. And that will definitely be streamed because the venue internet is really good and we've done it before. So it's, it'll be better than the last time we did it. And so look forward to that.
And they like us at the NCR. Well, is it at the same place? We don't know yet, do we?
NCR?
Yeah, they haven't officially announced it, have they?
No.
I'm gonna assume it's at the same place.
I mean, I don't know why we would assume it'd be anywhere else.
Yeah, because like, what are they gonna do? They can do it inside the convention center next door,
or the new stadium.
The stadium center, man.
The Golden One Arena or whatever.
Arena. Actually, I mean, if it was, we would definitely run some side events there. Shit.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do some pickup games on the court.
Some
see
side pieces in there. Yeah.
How many threes can you shoot?
All of them.
Man. And SNK pentathlon, yo, I'm down.
Sink the buckets.
Ooh, SNK pentathlon. So,
Pentagram.
Fatal Fury 2, Fatal Fury Special.
No. We gotta throw the
Real about Fatal Fury. No 3 though. No Fatal Fury 3.
Why not? No Vanilla 3?
No, I'm just kidding. It's only 5 games. We had to cut it somewhere. Why do you have 2 and special? Look, shut up. I like special.
Special's good. So yeah, it's gonna be a good year leading up to it. I mean, I always get excited for Evo, like pretty much right after they announce the game lineups, and then I kind of cool off, and then NCR kind of reveals the excitement, and then I'm adding CEO to my permanent travel schedule, so every year I'll be there. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty chock full year, and I'll be able to. I gotta re-download Miitomo so I can make those stupid little
Oh
Miitomo posts,
yeah.
Oh boy,
for the last 10 days of Evo.
that was fun.
That was fun.
Okay, so I think that's it. It's everything. Yeah. Be sure to follow us. What?
Sure.
Special thanks to our guests.
Special
Yeah,
thanks, yes.
I didn't do
Special ganks to our special
Wow.
guests.
Wow.
Special ganks to our special thirst.
Thirst?
Meta Abe, who is currently on the telephone with, we can only assume our bill collectors. Who may or may not make it back before the end of the show. And also, of course, thank you very much to Josh, RS Blackrose, where you can follow him on Twitter at RS Blackrose, for showing up for the show, telling us and giving us a much more deeper insight into the inner machinations of Frosty Faustings and just being an all-around awesome guy.
Yes. I
Thank
still
you
gotta
guys for
find him
having
that
me.
bottle.
Hopefully, it was better than Roman Reigns coming in at 30.
Black Rose, your Twitter or your YouTube's the same as your Twitter handle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so be sure everyone to go check him out. YouTube.com/RSBlackRose, all one word. He's been uploading all the videos that he streamed from Frosty, and you're uploading it match by match, aren't you?
Yeah, I am actually. KOF's like 90% done, and then after that, I got to do AC plus R.
I was actually
Nice.
wondering something because, like, I did this unofficially with a tournament in Oregon, and I never asked for their permission, so I never uploaded it. But basically, I cut a narrated top 5 plays of that tournament, set to some pretty cheesy 80s music, a la, Chris Berman calling the top 10 plays of the NFL on Monday. And I was wondering if I could have access to those videos, possibly, to reuse them, basically.
Why are you asking him?
Josh?
Yeah.
Aren't they his videos?
In Oregon?
What?
No, I'm talking about,
no.
can I use your videos?
To make
Oh,
a
if you want-
highlight reel.
If you want to use my videos for a highlight reel, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Thank you.
Make sure you give them credit and
Oh,
have
of course,
them
of course.
Make sure
Yeah.
you have them in every shot
Make
too.
sure there's credit.
Oh, yeah. duh.
Make sure you have them in every
I was
shot.
waiting for that.
Yeah. I'm really surprised that he doesn't have a camera because, I'd imagine he's going to like sneak in behind Hell Pockets or something. Black Girl's always on camera.
Oh, my God.
I think we're the only ones who know that. So yeah, be sure to follow Metaphysics. He's at meta_Abe. Again, follow Black Rose on Twitter and YouTube. He is on Twitter. He's at RSBlackRose. On YouTube, he is /BlackRose. Right? That's how it works. Yeah. Follow all of us. The two MIA hosts. Sanchez.
It's all there and stuff.
Yeah, it's all there. I'm like, wait, why am I saying this? Yeah, I'm playing Dragon Quest VIII. Everybody, my life has been great for the past 2 days.
Hey,
He's happy again.
Yeah. I was never happy, Chris.
You were never happy in the first place?
No.
This is the first time you've been happy?
No. Never happy. I'm watching Jackie Chan, the Kung Fu Master, right now. God damn it. All right, sorry.
one more thing.
One more thing.
I think it's probably the biggest reason why Gibby is never happy is because the Clippers exist and it just doesn't represent LA properly.
The Clippers exist. The Rams exist. The Chargers exist.
The Angels
The
exist?
Angels exist.
Well, see, okay, so the first three
The
are.
Rams, baby.
I hate everything right now. Okay, I said I'm never happy. This is cool. I'm more upset than I usually am.
Hey, just move to Vegas, man. You'll be right at home with your home team.
I'm 11 years from paying off this house.
You
Come
can
on.
pay it off quicker if you true. You can't pay it off quicker. It's a trap. I was actually looking at real estate in Lancaster. I could actually afford it.
How do you think I moved up here?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, you might be onto something.
Yeah, everyone should just show up and
Lancaster would be better if we all moved in, probably.
Yeah, right. Everybody move to Lancaster. Hang out with me and Gibby and Tony.
That'd
be a great time.
You want to come to Lancaster?
Josh, you want to go to Lancaster? Yeah, come on. You ain't doing nothing right now. You're on SDR. What else you got to lose?
It's insanity.
I don't know. After this weekend, I may have already lost that.
Oh man, insanity, man.
Shit. All right. Well, everyone, thanks for joining. Be sure to tune in every Monday, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, for us here on Team Spooky. I'm Gibby. That's Hell Pockets. That one, right? Yeah. And then the one over him is Walkman. I think I did it the right way. I don't know.
It was almost.
Take it easy. Take it easy, everybody. Yeah, you can't see anything. Oh, I can take off my hat.
What's the sign off then, man? What's the fucking sign off?
Sign off? What? We need a sign off?
Well, yeah,
hey, Josh, you want to give us a sign off?
From all of us here at Super Desperation Radio, make it damn real.
I love it.
It's